it's Trogdor again, and here is the tutorial for my minecart station. I will be going at a fairly brisk pace, but if you're having trouble, just pause and copy what I'm doing. So, here we go. What you want to start off doing is placing a 7 block wide line here, and then on every other one place another block. This is where we're going to need buttons. We're going to put our buttons here, and actually you can fill these in. On top of the blocks with buttons, put redstone lamps. And we can fill this in. Fill in the top of the line of blocks and one more line out. Okay. Now we're going to come to the back. And where these redstone lamps are, put a block all the way down on the ground. And that's so we can hook up our buttons. Our buttons are right behind these blocks right here. So we're going to place a piece of redstone dust here and a torch on each of these. And that's so we can split our lines, so one line can go to the reset and the other can go to the set of our RS-NOR latches. And I will show you what those are when we get to that, and I will explain those more in depth there. Okay, now you're going to want to place a half slab, and it has to be a half slab or a non-full block so that the current won't travel back down. So we're using it as a diode here. So do the same thing over here, and then from there go up a block, half slab out. You can get rid of this one and complete that line all the way over to this half slab. Now on this line, delete this middle slab, and you're going to want a full block right there because we're going to have a redstone torch on it. Now we put redstone dust all the way across here, like so, and a redstone torch. This is going to be our reset line. It's not completed yet, but this top part's the reset line. We're going to go underneath for our setting lines. But that's after we put our NOR latches in. So underneath this torch right here, we're going to put a block, 1 block down. And then over 2 blocks, put another one. Same thing over here. And then you're going to want to go up a block like that. And I just go like that and delete these blocks right there. So you got like a little zigzag pattern right here. Now go 2 blocks up on each of these and delete the block underneath it. This is part of the line that will power the redstone lamps to tell you which track is selected. It's also used to cut the redstone off from connecting to this because we're going to be putting redstone dust on this zigzag line. So let's do that. Redstone dust here, 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 and here. And see, if we didn't have that, it would do that. So let's do that. I'll delete that. Graphical glitches bug me. Okay. Now on the zigzag line on the topper blocks, the upper blocks, we're going to put a redstone torch on each of them. And that is the reset line complete. So if we press one of these, I don't know if you see that, but those torches turn on and then turn off, and that will reset our NOR latches, which we're going to do now. Okay, so from these torches right here, you want to go out a block, so right here, and put a block there. And that's going to be the start of your NOR latches, and that's on, do that for each of them. And we're going to construct the first one completely before we move on to the next ones, and I'll explain what these do for people that don't know what they are. So what you want to do from that block, I like to dig down these three, put the block of choice, and then put a block here. Now in the middle, go up 2 blocks, delete this block right there, so it's like so. And now you use a half slab and put it on just that side. Now you're going to take a redstone torch, put it here. Another one, put it here. And now all you need is redstone. One piece there, one piece here, 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 and here. Now for people that don't know what a NOR latch is, an RS NOR latch stands for a set, or actually a reset set latch. The SR latch is a set reset, but we're resetting first, so that these are NOR latches. But basically, you got 2 inputs, and it will toggle the states. Right now, you can see the power's not on over here, but if we were to press that, now the power stays on. What happens is it turns this torch off, which depowers that, turns that torch back on, and powers the torch permanently. And no matter what you do, this button will not switch it back. And that's what this button's for, the reset. Any kind of power going to it, which in this case, this is our reset circuit. It will hit this dust and reset it all the same and emulate what this button does. But what it does is it just sets it back, turns that back off. Oops. Yeah, don't break that. That's not how that works. Let's see that and that. And we're still set. Okay. So basically now all we're going to do is do that for these other 3. I'm going to have a total of 4 NOR latches. And this is basically how we get it to switch over from one to the other. What happens is the reset is on a shorter delay than the set. So what happens is it resets first, and they're all hooked up to the same reset, so they'll all reset, and then the set for whichever button you press will activate that NOR latch. So once we get it done, I can explain or show it a little bit better. Sorry for the awkward silence. Not a very good tutorial maker, so. But let's see, we can put just there, here, 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 here. And there you go. Those NOR latches are done. Now we just need to hook up the set lines for each of the buttons. So what you do is you go to the button, or to these torches on the back of where the buttons are, dig down one, dig over one, and if you're on a flat world, just dig down to bedrock. That's just another 2 blocks after you dig over one. And then you just dig over until you see the bottoms of your NOR latches. And here's the 3 blocks. And after the 3rd block, you go over one more. This block right here is the one we're going to power. And this is just so I can get out a little bit easier. So what you're going to do is, from the torch coming off your input, you put a redstone dust, redstone torch, dust directly underneath that torch, follow that line out to right there, put a block there. Do not put any dust on top of this block because you will have problems. Yeah, but then you put a redstone torch on the side of that block, put a block on top of that torch, and then put a torch on top of that block. And that's the set line for just that button. Now we need to do it for the other 3. So dig down 1, dig over 1, dig down 2, go over until we see our blocks from the NOR latches, dig over 1 more, and dig up. Then redstone dust, redstone torch, dust, 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 block, redstone torch, block, redstone torch. There's the second one. And we'll do these 2. Dig over, down 2. Just like that. That's the block we want to do that. That's just to get out a little bit easier. Dust, torch, dust, 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 block, torch, block, torch. And when I say torch, I mean redstone torch. This is after all a redstone tutorial, so just saying redstone torch over and over again kind of stinks. Okay, and this is the last one we need to hook up. So 1 down, oops, accidentally broke that. 1 down, 1 over, 2 more down, and straight back. Dig this one up, get your redstone dust, dust, torch, dust, 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 block, torch, block, torch. Now these are all hooked up. Another thing I like to do, this one, as you can see, has a smell button. This is actually just a manual reset, and I like doing that on my build. So Oh, how about we finish this part first, because we haven't hooked up the lights yet. So let's hook up the lights and then we'll do the manual reset. So to hook up the lights, um, well, yeah, to hook up the lights, put just a temporary block right there and a half slab there. Basically, we're going to have two half slabs like that on each of these NOR latches. So one there, can break that, can break that, can break that. Now we're going to put a half slab on the back of this full block. Um, this right here is going to be for that manual reset. We'll just put it down right now because it makes it easier to place this block for the light. But that's what we're going to do. We're going to put a block on each of these. And like that. And then finally a half slab right there. And that's going to be on each of them. Okay. And we'll go redstone dust on all the half slabs and the whole line up, including this block right here. This build sinks into the wall, as you can see over there. It was the best I could do with it at the time. I kind of wanted to just get a tutorial out for you guys, so I made a few improvements to my first build. There might be a version 3 that comes out eventually. But okay, now all of those are hooked up. Now we got the main part where we got our selection and we can select between them and they'll go and switch. But I like the manual reset because I like to be able to turn all the buttons off. So I put a manual reset right here. And then you go down to the end of that. These two, that right there. Redstone torch, block on top of the redstone torch, another redstone torch, another block on the redstone torch. Now you just put redstone dust here, 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 and here. And then you cover up. You can cover up with full blocks. This one needs to be a full block because that's going to be your button to reset. But as you can see, I can switch between them. I don't want that on. I'll just turn off. Okay. And that's how that works. And this serves no purpose other than making it look a little bit better. I'm not gonna make this look beautiful on screen because this is the tutorial. You can make it however you want it to look. But okay, now for the arrival bays and stuff, you're gonna go a block from this over and back. So your track's gonna be right here. Do that on the other side. We'll come back to these, but I do like to at least box these in. Right here on the end of your NOR latches, put one dust on each of these like that. And that's where your wall's going to come out in front. And that's so this block will get powered when this turns on, and that's how your rails will turn. Because when you put power to rails, they switch their positioning. So like so. Um, Basically, you need redstone. I like putting powered rails between them. Let's see, let's go ahead and get my rails. Need powered rails, regular rails, detector rails. Oh, I am going to need torches, so maybe I should keep those out. I'll need those too. I won't need slabs, so let's see. Okay, so let's put those there. Put one on each of these. Now, where the NOR latches power the block, that block you're going to want regular rails. Because this only works with regular rails. But I like powering the rest of the rails. Like so. And I like to go a couple back. But you see how the rails are snapping one way? If a cart came from this way, it won't turn this way. It will skip the rail and keep on going this way. And this is how this works. So when they come in from this way, they'll go this way. They'll come in through here and just turn in, and this will be your arrival bay. But yeah, let's see. We'll put a powered rail there. We will put regular rail there. And since this is the arrival bay, I like to put two as a buffer, so if you bounce back, you don't go flying backwards. But power, 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 power. Doesn't really matter. Put like a power source here somewhere. That should power them all. And you do the same to this side. Except for, let's see, I do need a button, it looks like. Get rid of that, I don't need this sword. Put a button there, powered rail there, regular rail there, and then you get your powered rails and start spamming those. And then eventually you put a redstone block, and then you power rail up, and regular rail. And that's basically the gist of it. Now, when you select something and you leave, right now, these won't auto reset, so they'll be stuck like that. So if you came back, instead of going this way, if you came back on the same track and it's still powered, you'll end up coming to this rail, which might not be a big problem, but it's an easy fix. So what you do on the furthest rail, right here, you dig down two, and then you go over. You want to be in line with this, so just past your last set of rails, and then you dig down one more, and then you go this way. You just start digging this way. Okay, and then this is the part that I want to show you. So when you're digging this way, you're going to come upon this torch right here. This is where you're going to want to put a block, make sure there's a block, and then a torch on top of that. And then you just dig this straight this way. Let's see. dig it like that. Take full blocks, put them here so that you can make sure the redstone stays disconnected. And here's our line for the auto reset. Just put redstone all the way to this torch. At the end of this block right here, redstone torch, and then redstone dust all the way up to the block of that torch is on, so it will power it, turning it off. So now it's not, the auto reset's not on. So now any power going to this line of redstone will toggle the reset. So from here you put your blocks, cover it up. Yes, I know this one looks ugly because I didn't make it look pretty like that, but I'll leave that in your guys' hands. You're probably better builders than I am. But that is it. Now it will be fully functioning, or should be. I think I may have just jinxed myself. But let's test it. We'll put a minecart there with nothing selected. Should go around to the arrival bay, and I think I hate that cow. Yeah. So let's do it. Should come over there. And it did. That cow got in the way, but it did. Now we press the next one. This one won't hit the arrival bay. It should hit that first track. And it did. The light shuts off because it auto reset. Hit that detector rail. Now for number 2. It shut off. We'll do number 3. And we'll do number 4. And we'll go check those out. And then, of course, I already demonstrated, but our manual reset line works. So there's 1 cart. Here's 2 carts, 3 carts, 4 carts, 5 carts, all in the right positions. The track is already reset, so if anything were to come in from this way, it will go to the arrival bay. Same thing with this, and that's how that works. Well, try not to get more than 1 at a time, I guess. That's what I meant by buffer, but maybe you could make that buffer a little bit longer too. But I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you learned something. So, yeah, like and subscribe if you enjoyed it, and stay tuned because I will try to make some other tutorials. Goodbye.